A one and a two and a chick-a-boom a chick.
Well, Happy New Year, Remodelers on the Rise listeners. I have a goal this year to publish a podcast once a week. And I'm kind of starting out a little bit of a just warming up, a little bit of a wuss, if you ask me. I am repurposing a podcast that was originally published in December 2018, about 13 months ago. And part of the reason why is because I want to hit the first week goal of getting a podcast published. And secondly, it is good to review content that you've created in the past and bubble it back up, bring it back up. And what you're about to hear is something that I think is very helpful at the start of the year, to step back, evaluate, Mr. or Mrs. Business Owner, how you are investing your time. Are you doing $10 an hour work? Are you filling your day with quote unquote $10 an hour work? I'm going to talk to you about that $10, $100, and $1,000 work. And it's something for you to evaluate as you look at your calendar and your schedule. And boy, if you're not proactive, you don't kind of attack it, if you don't do something about it, a lot of times we get stuck doing less valuable work than we need to be as leaders of our businesses. Happy New Year. It's 2020. Looking forward to walking along with you, helping you out, giving you some hopefully good insight and ideas to improve your remodeling business. Thanks for listening. Enjoy today's episode. So something that I've heard constantly recently and frankly over the last few years from my remodeling clients is, I'm busy. There's so much to do to keep up. And perhaps you can relate to that. I can certainly relate to that. And a piece of advice that I've really been giving out for years is to make sure that you are focused on the $100 an hour work and the $1,000 an hour work, and delegating out the $10 an hour work. Here's what I mean by that. Go through for this week and maybe next week, print out just kind of a calendar. You'll find it real easily, online, of maybe 15-minute increments or 30-minute increments of your workday, just a blank calendar, and fill in what you're doing next to those time slots. Okay, so if you spend 30 minutes working on a proposal, right, proposal creation, or 30 minutes working on marketing, right, marketing, or ran to the bank, whatever the case is. And then after you get through writing down and tracking that, P.S., yes, that's a little tedious, but just stay with me and do it for a week, maybe 2 weeks. It's going to open your eyes. And then once you've done that, next to each activity, put $10, $100, or $1,000. And here's how you kind of determine what number to put next to each of those activities. Some examples of $10 an hour work could include depositing money at the bank, taking out the trash, printing invoices, addressing envelopes, data entry into QuickBooks or your CRM system, picking up supplies or permits, running to Office Depot or the post office, and items like that. Examples of $100 work is putting together an estimate for a prospect, reviewing a job cost report, setting up the schedule for an upcoming kitchen remodel, leading a pre-construction conference and smoothly handing off the project from sales to production, ordering custom cabinets for a client, communicating a change order to a client. These are more valuable things, certainly more valuable things that a lot of you will spend your time on. And then some examples of $1,000 work would be your in-person meetings with a new prospect, perhaps presenting your design or proposal to a prospect, some business planning, some business strategy, diving in and reviewing your financials and making some decisions based on that, networking for your business, doing BLBs. If you don't know what that is, feel free to reach out and ask me, BLBs. But those are examples of $1,000 work, things in your business that is the most valuable use of your time. Okay. If you read through those, what you should, or kind of listen back to those, what you really should see is this. As a business owner, you need to figure out a way to delegate out the $10 an hour work. You don't have the time to be doing that work, and you are too valuable to be spending 1 second of your time on it, especially as you're growing your business. Now, sometimes it's very easy to do that. Sometimes what I find is that, and what I see from my clients is that sometimes that $10 work is just easier. it's just nice to get out of the office, or it's nice to just, do that tedious task, or some people just like doing that data entry into QuickBooks. And that's okay. But what ends up happening so often is that we fill our days, or we fill even precious hour here, hour there with this $10 an hour work, which leaves us no time to do the more valuable work. And oh, by the way, this more valuable work, it's harder. It's more brain energy. It's just tougher to do. And a lot of times we kind of push it off to the side. So my whole point with this is identifying the low value work that you're doing, figuring out a way to delegate that to somebody else on your team, or an outside bookkeeper, or whatever the case might be, so that you can focus more on the $100 and $1,000 work. And just being really aware of how you're spending your time. I think a lot of us just kind of crank through the day and don't realize, wow, this is work that I shouldn't be doing, or this is work that I'm doing that is the reason I'm not able to get to the more valuable work, and really identifying that. All right. When we think of the $100 an hour work, hopefully you have somebody on your team that you can delegate some of this work to. It's valuable. It takes skills to pull it off. But as the leader of your business, you want your time to be focused on the $1,000 work. Again, the work that no one in your business can do as well as you. It's selling your business to new prospects. It's the time invested in working on the business versus in your business. So give your schedule a hard look. Start to focus on how you can hand off more of the $10 an hour work and perhaps the $100 work. It's key to keeping your business moving forward and to ensure your family, friends, golf clubs, fishing poles still remember your name. All right. That's all for today. Hope it's helpful. Let me know your takeaway. This is something I'm very excited to tell you about. It's called Remodelers Autopilot. If you go to Remodelers with an S at the end, remodelersautopilot.com, you will see all of the details on this. Your most valuable marketing asset is your previous client list. These are the people that already have know, like, and trust with you. They are your biggest source for new project leads, for referrals to their friends and families. It's important. And so often we are doing squat, zip, zilch, nada to stay in touch with our previous clients. Remodelers Autopilot was designed specifically for remodelers who are doing kitchens, bathrooms, additions, that type of work, as a very, very easy, turnkey, affordable, simple, excellent way for you to consistently stay in touch with your previous clients with a done-for-you email newsletter and done-for-you social media posts. It's $1 to try it out for the first month, and only $125 a month thereafter. And it just works. I've been doing this for all of my remodeling clients for years, and it just works. It's solid, and it solves this problem of not staying in touch with your previous clients. Give it a look, remodelersautopilot.com. Fill out the little form, and we'll talk more.